Hey guys, I can't tell you how many times over the years I've had this song requested, whether it be me playing out or having lessons or whatever. Recently, had somebody request that we do this song. So we're going to do Southern Cross by Crosby, Stills, and Nash, and we're going to get into the lesson right now with the chords. Okay guys, for the most part, you're only going to need 3 chords. We're completely open, but there is a portion of the song that does have what would be like a B minor, but I'm going to show you a shortcut on that. So the chords we're going to need are going to be an A, you're going to need a G, you're going to need a D, and there's going to be some variations in this D, so it is a D, but I'm going to show you 2 other Ds that you're going to have to be able to play to be able to get the sound that they have. And you're going to need a B minor, which you're not going to have to play like that. I'm going to show you how you can do it with just 1 finger. It just passes by really quickly and only appears like maybe 3 or 4 times in the entire song. And it's very, very random. Let's talk about that strum pattern. The song changes strum patterns from the verse to the pre-chorus to the chorus. So this song has all 3 of those elements. On the intro, it goes like this. You're going to be using the A, the G, and the D. I want you to listen, and then I'm going to explain to you how I'm doing this. So it goes, you're going to kill the strings. You're going to do 2 strums down on the A, 2 strums down on the G, and then 4 strums down on the D. And you can see by that strumming pattern up there, all downstrokes. Here we go. It goes like this. So if you remember this, in the verses, there's 2 different patterns that are going on. At least it is for this verse. It's going to change up later on. Again, it gets really, really random. You're going to need a set where you go A, G, D. The next one's going to be A, G, D, A. And you're going to have a total in the very first verse of 4 sets of those. So a total of 4 pairings. Now, what am I doing on that D to be able to get that sound? You're going to come down here, guys, and you're going to have your D, but when you come down on that D, you're going to do a D sus4, which means you're going to put your pinky down. So it's going to be, and then you're going to lift up that pinky, and you're going to have a regular D, and then you're going to lift up your middle finger, and that's going to be a D sus2. I've got the diagrams up here for you to look at. So it's going to come back down again to a regular D. So it's going to sound like this. And there's a lot of songs that do this. One that comes to mind is Free Falling. Free Falling does the exact same thing. Now let's take a little bit of a closer look on how that sounds putting it into the song. Now, one thing to remember is on that D, when you do that D sus4 to the D sus2, back to the D, you only go back to the D when you stay on the D. On the one where you go to the A, you're going to go to the D sus2, and instead of coming back to the D, you're going to land on the A. So I'm going to do it slow, and guys, you can practice along with me, killing your strings, which is like this. Just put your palm down. You aren't going to be able to do that if you're using your whole arm. You're going to have to use that wrist. Here we go. So you noticed on that second part, I didn't do the, I went. Again, those run in pairs every single time, and there's 4 in the first verse. There's no need for us to actually sing or go through the verse because it's the same thing over and over again, except at the very end. At the very end, I'm going to show you what you need to do. You need to come down here, and you're going to do the, so it's really quick on that D. He almost just hits the D and then pauses and goes. So all I'm doing there, guys, is I'm hitting the D, and then up here, 2nd fret of string number 5, I'm going to hit my finger down, and then come to that A. And if you need to come to the A by laying your finger down like that, you can, because it's just going to be like this. And you can hear it in the recording. So let's go ahead and we're going to play through the entire verse without any vocals whatsoever. And you're just going to follow me and do those 4 groupings of the different patterns. Here we go. Intro. Song starting. Here's the ending. So that last line's a little tricky, guys. Again, it was. And as you see there, I don't even really change my D chord. I just sit there and go. And get my finger down really, really quickly. Now we're up to what would be a rise or a pre-chorus. It's gonna sit there on that A after that when it goes to that. And then it's gonna go into the think, about, G, spirits, D, so three lines of the G to the D to the G to the A. Now on the third line, you're going to stay on that A for a long time. And it's going to be, and then it's going to go into I've been around the world. Let's play through this out of that last line of the verse, and then we'll go into that pre-chorus. Here we go. You guys will notice up there that the strum pattern does change when you get into the pre-chorus, and it's the same strum pattern in the chorus as what it is in the pre-chorus. So you got that, you're gonna have those 3 downstrokes, but what you're gonna go do is a back and forth thing. And that back and forth that you're doing there is basically just something that is going to get you to the next chord without having that staccato. By staccato, I mean, so instead of doing that, you're gonna go. You see how that back and forth is actually transitioning you into the next chord. Now we're up to the chorus, and it is going to be these chords in this order. It's going to be a D, G, A, D, G, A, D, G, A, and then goes. A little bit different than what we've already had. So that one, you're gonna have to come out of that strum pattern that I told you that you have to do that turnaround strum back and forth from the downstrokes. You're gonna have to come out of that and then go back into the intro part, which is the. Okay, so let's try that coming out of that last line of the pre-chorus, and let's go into it. Here we go. have been around the world, looking for that little girl who knows what love can endure. And you know I will. You know I will. Okay guys, now we're up to the part where it's really random, where they throw that B in there every once in a while. So we're up to the next verse, and you're going to do it like this. You're going to go A, G, D. Then you're going to do another one. A, G, A. Then you're going to do it again. So it doesn't waste any time on that one. On this one, you've got two groupings that you're doing, except the second grouping is going to have that B to an A. And now we're up to another verse. It's almost like a double verse, but now they're even going to go even more random, and it's going to go like this. A, G, D, A, G, D, B, A, G, D, A, G, D, B, A. So now the grouping is, on that one, you got two sets of A to a G to a D, and then the second line of each one of the sets is going to be the A, G, D, B minor, A. Very, very random. And then it's going to go back into your pre-chorus and into your chorus. And then finally, it's going to come back into another verse. And it's going to be like this. G. So it's a really short one, and it's going to be the D and the A one, and then it's going to be the D one, and then it's going to be the D, B minor, A. And from there, it just goes back into the thing where he says Southern Cross, and then it goes right back into the intro again, and the song just ends from there. Practice on that D. Practice on that strumming. Kill it. And if you have a hard time getting down that lick right there, guys, I would suggest maybe just going. You can do that 4 times. And concentrate on those 2 different strum patterns as well. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that video, and I hope you take time to like it. Hey, I've got another video for you that I thought maybe you would like. One I just filmed the other day and released about changing your chords and mastering those difficult chord changes. I think you're going to like it, and I'm going to see you on the next video. Thanks.